Hello and welcome everyone. A wonderful chess puzzle here and a tricky one at the same time. White wins, but it is not as you think, like maybe taking the pawn, because black will play his pawn to a2, and right now he wants to promote the queen, and if you try to promote the queen, that's a stalemate and black picked you. And if you try to move the knight anywhere, still a stalemate. If you try to move the king, it will be a stalemate, and you must move it away, and he will also try to promote the queen, so it will either be a draw or winning for black. So it is really tricky here to find the right move for white. If you can solve this puzzle, pause the video and try to find the best move for white and best variation to win. So what do you do with white? If you try to move the king, also will not achieve the winning here, because he will take this pawn, and also like you have only one knight, and he wants to promote this one to queen, and it will be a draw here. So the only way to win this, you need to move your knight. But where do you move your knight to win this? And if you moved your knight, you have to consider you give up your pawn completely. So the only way to win this is to checkmate with your knight. But how do you checkmate with your knight black? You need to put him in a zigzag position or a forced position that black needs to play. If you tried, for example, playing your knight to c4, he will take this pawn attacking your knight. And if you tried, for example, to play your knight away, he will play his king to a2. He will try a different approach. He don't have to try to win. He will just try to stalemate himself. So this one is a draw. And you can't play here. And if you moved away, you didn't achieve anything. If you try to play knight e4, he will take a pawn attacking your knight. If you played your knight here, plays king to a2, you need to know, like, to do a checkmate, he must, like, his last move to, for example, to push his pawn, and you just play knight checkmate with with the help of your king right away. But how do you do that? And he still have a pawn. So you need really to calculate this puzzle in order to win this. Keep pushing his pawns, and you will not really win here. Like, he will push the pawn, play your king to c3. Now he will just play his king to b1, and he wants to promote the queen any of these two pawns. And as you can see, you didn't even keep the black king in this area, and this one will be a draw. The only way to win in this puzzle is to play your knight to f5. Okay, but why not knight f5? The difference, now if you take the pawn, he's not really attacking your knight. And also, the difference that you can play your knight here. Okay, but what knight d4 created here? Knight d4 blocked his pawn, like he can't push his pawn right now, so he must move his king, or he push a pawn. If he pushed the pawn, checkmate right away. So he can't push the pawn, he must move his king. Now, simply, you move your king again. You are just forcing black to move, and keeping him. He will play his king to a1. Now, if you moved your king again, you didn't achieve anything. It will be a draw by repetition, so you need to start moving your knight. But how? You simply play your knight to c6. Okay. What happens if you play d4? Now you can take. He will play his king to a2. Now you play your knight to e2. You want to checkmate with only one knight. He will move his king. You play a knight to c1. He can't play his king here, so he will just push the pawn, and knight b3 checkmate right away. But what if he moved his king to a2? How do you still checkmate with one knight here? Now you play your knight check from b4. You will move his king. And now you just move your king one move. And what this move created, he can't move his king to a2. He must move one of his 2 pawns. And again, if he pushed this one, checkmate right away with this knight. So he must push this one. Now you play your knight check. Why knight check? Because you need to really take this pawn. And he can't play his king to b3. If he played king b3, it will turn to a draw because he can put his king to center. But now he is forced to play this. How do you continue winning? You just play your king to c2 again. If he played this, checkmate with your knight right away. So he must play his king again. You play your knight to e2. You play his king to a1. And you play your knight to c1. He will now can't play his king to e2. He will push the pawn and knight b3, checkmate with only one knight. If you enjoyed this puzzle, like the video and subscribe, and thank you for watching.